Oh my. Anybody want some shrimp and grits with a little cheese on top? All right, we're going to start this out with catfish fillets. Not tilapia, catfish fillets. We washed them, dried them out, dried them. Now we're putting our hot sauce on them. And for the recipe, you got to go to my website. It's in the comment section. And we're going to marinate this in buttermilk. Kind of like we do our chicken, hot sauce and buttermilk. And we're going to let it sit for about an hour. Buttermilk's going to make the fish a little tender and add a slight of sweet taste to it. Not a sugary sweetness, but a meat sweetness. Oh yeah. Pour enough in there. Now get your fingers in there and massage the catfish fillets into the buttermilk and the hot sauce. And you can use any brand hot sauce you want. We're going to let this sit for about an hour. Now we have our shrimp. Oh yeah, big shrimp, not baby shrimp, not bite-sized shrimp. The shrimp you have to peel the shell off, and we're gonna leave that last scale on because we wanna use that right there as a handle. Oh, this is a big shrimp. This ain't no baby shrimp here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go into surgery and we're going to remove, a lot of people call this the vein, but it's not a vein, it's actually an intestine. And this is butterflying the shrimp. Trying to get down there where we can pull out that intestine. We don't want to eat shrimp chitlins. All right, you see that? It's very light because there's nothing in that vein, in that intestine, but pulled it out. Let's try this again. Now this isn't fun, but it's necessary. All right, we in there. Make sure we get all that off. All right, let's try it again. We took that vein out. You didn't see it, but we took it out. Try it again. I want you to get the hang of it if this is your first time doing it. All right, we cleaned it. Now, there you go. See that one? Gently pull it out. Don't yank it out. Get a firm grip, and it'll come right out just like that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, that's it. Left the handle on. Beautiful white meat with the red on the outside. All right, we're gonna marinate this in buttermilk as well. I won't put hot sauce on this, but we're going to marinate it in the buttermilk and set it to the side for about an hour. Now, I made a mistake when I went to the store. If you can see there, I got non-fat buttermilk. Didn't recognize that till I got home. I hate non-fat buttermilk. But what you can do is get whole buttermilk, the real deal. And since I had it, that's what I used. Catfish marinating was beautiful. All right, we got our grits here, and this is a secret ingredient. We're going to boil them in chicken stock, and we're making chicken stock from the brand that you just saw. If you need the recipe, go to my website, get the recipe. All right, one of the keys to getting nice, creamy, fluffy grits is not to use a spoon, but to use a whisk. That's right, use a whisk. Another secret is to pour in some heavy whipping cream, a heavy cream. And if you know, cream is not just milk, but that's where you get your butter from. So it's cream, let me say it like this, it's milk and butter mixed together. And you whisk that in as well. Get it mixed in real good. Look at all that flavor from the chicken bouillon seasoning. Beautiful. Now we're going to wait for this to come to a hard boil. Then we're going to pour the grits in. It's looking good. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got the hard boil. And now we're pouring in the grits. Pour them in. Making sure to spread them out as you're pour them in. We don't want it to lump up. But even if they do lump up, we're not going to use a spoon. We're still using the whisk. The whisk, yeah. Now that right there is the key to getting smooth grits. Keep whisking, and I promise you, you won't have any lumps if you whisk it, opposed to using a spoon or even a fork. You got to take your time and whisk it. All right, now we're going to mix together the coating for the fish as well as the shrimp. We're using cornmeal, we're using flour, and a secret ingredient to some of you, starch, cornstarch. Come on, get up out of there. You know, some of the cornstarch wants to stick. Get out of there. All right, and you whisk that together as well. Whisk it until it's mixed very well. And here are our seasonings we're going to use today: garlic, paprika, onion, and the Cajun seasoning. Put that in. And we're going to whisk that as well. We want it evenly mixed. Very important to get it evenly mixed. You don't want an unbalanced mixture. It'll show when you fry the fish as well as the shrimp. If you haven't subscribed, take a moment and subscribe to my channel. I hope you're still here and subscribe. All right. Now, this is what I'm doing, getting the egg, and I'm going to use that as a double wash because I want to double coat this fish. I want to make it a little crunchier than normal with that double coat. All right. It's been sitting for about an hour, the catfish. Dip it in the dry mixture. Then we're going to give it a little bath in the egg wash. Now this is undiluted. There's no water in here. You can put water in it to dilute it. All right, dip it back. Dip it back in the dry mixture. Looking good. Now, after I did this, I don't think I want to double dip it again. I think I like the double crunch, but I like it lighter. It's going to be a little heavier with the double dip. But if you want a light coating, just dip it once and that's it. You don't even have to use an egg wash. And I'm going to sit it out on my cutting board. I'm going to leave it on the cutting board for about 20 minutes. Allow everything to set. 20 minutes on the cutting board. It's a little messy. I don't like using gloves. All I do is, once I get too much on my hands, I walk over to the sink and wash it off. But I just like using my hands. All right, beautiful, beautiful. And we're gonna let that sit for about 20 minutes. We got our grease already on, or our oil already on. That was a test I did to make sure it was hot. Now, just lay it in there. Don't drop it in because it'll splash on you. And we can have a little problem there if oil gets on your skin. And once it's you've cooked it for a couple of minutes, it's going to start floating to the top. Once it floats to the top, that you know it's about done. I'm using a Dutch oven here. I like the way it balances the heat. Now what's happening here, the moisture is going back into the oil, which is water, and causing it to, act up a little bit. It's done, pretty much done. We're gonna flip it over. And if you want more details on the recipe as well as instructions, just go over to my website, urbansoulchef.com, and you will see a link to this this recipe. Or you can see the link down in my comment section. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Make sure to drain it. Look at that. You can tell it's double dipped. That fish is extra crunchy. All right, now it's time for our shrimp. We don't have as much shrimp as we have fish because I got bigger shrimp. We don't use bite size over here in the Urban Soul Kitchen. And we're going to do the same process with the shrimp as we did with the catfish. I'm from Mississippi, and I'm going to tell you, some of the best catfish I've ever tasted comes from Mississippi. I'm in Alabama now, but one thing I did learn in Mississippi, how to cook good catfish. All right, we're going to leave the shrimp out for about 20 minutes as well. We're going to allow it the opportunity to get to room temperature, stay at room temperature, and for the coating to settle in. All right, we're putting it in. You don't have to put them all in at once because you don't want the temperature of the oil to lower. You want it to stay at a good 350, I believe, 350. You don't have to measure it, but you can tell by the way it's frying that it's doing good. All right, the shrimp is rising to the top. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't think we showed it, but the grits are ready. You'll see that in the last shot, but the grits are ready. They're nice and creamy. All right. Take them out, let them drain. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Shrimp, grits, and catfish. One of my favorites.